this late, but I forgot to come on and tell y'all you can go to the store and get some towels and a bed, and that can be a last minute concept for these daddies out here. You can't go wrong with having too many towels. And men, they always forget to buy towels. And so, hey, Walmart got a beautiful selection of different towels that are inexpensive. And this is an inexpensive concept. Now, at first I was going to use this bucket, but the bucket is not fitting my plastic bags that I got. And I'm not going to order no more bags. I'm going to use what I got on hand. So, with that being said, I had to change up how I'm going to do this concept. So, I decided to take it out of the bucket. Okay, out of the bucket. It's going to be real simple. Out the bucket, and then it has a bath towel. It has a face cloth, and we're gonna have this beautiful kind of like tan traveling bag that comes with the body wash, the shampoo, and the loofah inside. I believe I got this at Ross. I quoted it wrong earlier. I said Burlington, but this is actually at Ross, okay? And it was 10.99, and I think it was great. It's well worth it. It's very nice. It is approved to go on the plane, so it must have travel size containers up in here, so you can probably bring it on the plane and not necessarily have to check it in. So that's a beautiful thing. So I'm gonna just stick this right on top of this towel, and it's gonna slide right into a bag. I think because I got plenty of these 16 by 24s, and I'm like, I'm gonna use these bags up, and I'm gonna stick this right up in here in this bag, y'all, like it's nothing. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna stick it right up in here. You know it's great. I am sitting down. Y'all know I'm standing up. I couldn't believe it. I said, oh my God, I ain't made no video yet. I'm gonna just stick this right on in this bag, honey. Slowly so it don't rip. Hmm. And I'm gonna take these ends down on the side. Oh, I want to add this lotion to the back of the bag. So I'm gonna just use some glue dots. Where my glue dots at that I just had? I thought I was organized before I hit press. Lord Jesus, where did they fall over here? I only needed a few items and I didn't even get all the items that I need. I hate when I always have to get up. What did I do with that robe? This don't make no sense. All right, I'm always going to get up, y'all. Don't make no sense. Because I thought I was organized before I hit play. Consider, see, I was. It just fell. It fell on the couch. It fell on the couch. So you just take the little glue dots and you glue it to the back of this. These glue dots are very sticky and they're fat and thick. You just take a few glue dots You just glue this little thing to the back of this. See, it's stuck to my hand. Turn this around, and I'm just gluing it to the back of this bag right here on the side. See, like that. It's gonna be all right. And I'm gonna tape this thing on right here, honey. Mm. I'm gonna take this little wing to the back. Gonna be all right, y'all. It's the thought that counts. And like I said, you can't go wrong with having some towels. You never go wrong with having towels. Never can have too many towels. And you just bring this on. This right here. I think on the other one I cut it some, but I really didn't like how that looked after I cut it. So let's see if I can hold it down underneath and tape it underneath. I could do that. Yeah, that looks a little better than that fold that I had going on. But just bring it on around. You probably could hot glue it, hot shrink wrap it too, but I don't have no shrink wrap. So you can just tape it underneath. But the other one I did, I don't really like the way I taped it. I'm probably gonna fix it. But yeah, just bring it on down to that bottom. We just tape underneath. I probably should cut some of that extra plastic off because it's a little bulky. So I should get my scissors and cut just a little bit of that off to help with that bulkiness. Uh, oops, 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 oops. Mm-hmm. Yes. Cut a little bit of that plastic off and tape that down some more. Come on, man. Be nice. Be nice. Be nice. And there you go. Oh, that didn't get the assignment, but you can stay glued. It kind of fell off, but it'll be all right. A little simple, inexpensive gift that the little kids can give to dad, or mom can give to dad. Um, the economy is special right now. Gas prices is going down. I noticed it went down like 5 cents. But it's still $5.99 a gallon where I live at. So, um, I vend at a lot of vendor events. I sell apples and popcorn. So baskets is just one of the things I do. And so even me selling out here in these streets, I have cut back on the quantity or the amount of items, I should say, that I bring out there to sell because people are not coming out. And with that being said, um, I decided for Father's Day that I'm not going to make a lot of gifts and I'm trying to make a few a little bit maybe cheaper than I made for Mother's Day. So, with that being said, I figure this right here, right about $32, $35 at the most, is about what some of these moms or girlfriends or fiancés, are willing to pay without saying, do you have something cheaper? They can probably start off with 40 or 40 or around that area without being like, hey, you got anything cheaper? Um, I had a sign for Mother's Day that said gifts 25 and up. Well, I only made about a handful of $25 gifts, and those went very fast. But I had a lot of people pulling over asking about the $25 gifts, but they were all sold out. So, hi, how you doing? How you doing? How you doing? So I said, hey, I better at least have a few more of the 25 to $35 range gifts for the dads. So this will probably be in that like $35 range, 30, $35 range. Under the $40 range is what I'm trying to make sure. I have several of those 25, $40 range. So my next concept tomorrow, because it's gonna be very easy, I'm gonna just be very brief because I gotta pick my brother up from Amtrak. Um I used to love root beer floats growing up. And everybody don't drink alcohol. My sister is one who don't drink alcohol. So, and she loves root beer floats. So I kind of thought about her too, to a degree. um, when I got these mugs, I got these like they're like a beer mug, but you can put anything in it. And I think I was on live talking about it the other day, how you can go buy some root beer, some A&W root beer, or I don't know the other brand root beer, but I know old school A&W. And you can get a gift card to your local grocery store with like $5 on it, okay? And take that $5 gift card to the mug and maybe put some roasted peanuts in it. Because you can probably, or straw, um, and put that can or 20-ounce bottle, even a 20-ounce bottle, either a 20-ounce bottle or a liter of soda, either one, um, right next to each other and stick it in a dollar bag. And there you go. That is an inexpensive concept for under $10. It's under 10, but if you want to make a profit, you probably would say sell it for 15, no more than 20. Because you're gonna get you a cup for $1 and your $5 gift card and your root beer for $3. That's about $8. I'm so sorry if you're hearing a lot of horns going on. It's a combination of somebody's car alarm and I don't it's been crazy today. And this is just the end of the craziness. All these horns going like crazy. Yesterday was the barkathon with all the dogs wanting to have a contest. Who can bark the longest and who can bark the loudest. So now we're having a car alarm contest. That it's so funny. Why do you have a car alarm on your car and then you don't go turn it off? Interesting. So I'm so sorry if you hear the car alarm going on. But anyways, those are some inexpensive gifts, y'all. So that's gonna be the one tomorrow. I just gave it all up what I'm gonna do tomorrow. But like I said, I'll probably be on late again. Gotta pick up my brother from Amtrak. Um, so while I'm out, I'll probably go pick up that root beer and then gift card from the local grocery store. Okay. Um, I feel like turning off because I don't want you to hear all that beeping in the sound. That is just so rude to me. Um, anyways, yes, I made a blue one like this with a blue towel. It's over here on the couch, and a brown one. I have one of these, another one of these, I should say. Excuse me. And either I'm gonna use another brown towel or a blue one. I like the blue one because it comes with a blue scrub. Um, but the brown one's cool too because it matches the bag. So either way, they both are matching. Um, yeah. How y'all doing on voting day? I hope you voted. I voted today. Um, that's what I talked about earlier in my video that I was seeing a lot of people pull up and drop off their ballots and um it was cute to see the mom help her mom out the car. Her mom had to be about 73 years old, and mom was insisting on her dropping off her own ballot. She did not want nobody to do it. She wanted to get out the car and get help to the ballot box and drop off her ballot. I said, go on, mama. You keep you keep voting, fighting for your rights. That's what we fought for. And it's beautiful to see people vote. So, yes, y'all, it's late. I said I was only going to be on here. Oh, they got the assignment to turn off the alarm. I appreciate that from the bottom of my heart. My poor husband don't get no sleep as it is. And we have these new neighbors, y'all. They got these big old dogs and they just bark all night long. Um, it's possum season. Is it possum? Well, possum and what's them darn things called? Raccoons? Is it raccoons? I think it's raccoons. Yeah. From May to September, the raccoons are really special around here. Um, so my car is like parked in the back, and I'll be looking on my camera, and I look, and they come in the middle of the night. They come, I don't know, around 1 o'clock in the morning, and they come in patches, like at least two or three, and they'll roam the back of my yard. Um, and they'll just hop the fence and climb all in this big tree over there to the left. So when I come home, anytime after 9 o'clock, I am watching like crazy when I park. But like I said, they come later in the night. I've seen maybe one or two before 10 o'clock, but normally it's really late at night. But maybe that's why the dogs are barking like crazy because they might see the wild animals. I don't know, but they have a really bad barking attack in the middle of the night. And it's quite annoying when you're trying to sleep. But I'm thinking that's what it is. I told myself I was gonna look. I haven't looked on the cameras in a couple weeks to see if I started seeing them. But I know I've been living here 5 years, and it's been faithfully every year that I'll go and look on my cameras, and you'll just see them just crawling from. Oh, it's weird. They come from. I think they come from up. My neighbor has this big old tree. I think they come from her tree. I don't know where they sleep at night. I just know they come out. And they come in patches of twos and threes, and they're big. And I've seen them jump really high. I couldn't believe it. Like, I was like, oh my God, they jumped that big fence like that. Um, yeah, so maybe that's why the dogs are barking. I thought about that as I was thinking earlier that it could be the raccoon season. Um, and they're tied up to, I think I'm assuming they're tied up and they can't get to the raccoons. I'm just assuming, but it's very noisy at nighttime. So my husband be taking like a Benadryl or something to help him stay asleep, to get just stay asleep through the night, to sleep through the barking of the dogs. Um, yeah. Anyways, I got off subject, but that's been the subject for the last 2 days over here because it's been so much barking. Yeah, the guest across the street, she's still here, and her dogs are whining now. I don't know if she has any dog food for them. I think she has two. I know two for sure, a brown and a black one, but I think it might be three dogs in her caravan of items that she has. I heard them whining today, so I don't know if she's feeding them. And it's very hot, so I don't know if she's giving them any water. Um, when people walk on that side of the crosswalk, I've been trying to warn a couple people who had dogs that, hey, that lady over there has a couple dogs. I don't want you to get startled. But I don't think the lady heard me, and she kept on walking with her big old dog, and she had a baby. Um, she had a dog and a little baby and a baby on her chest, and she walked by there, and them dogs, her dog, I guess, must have sensed that there was dogs in that little carriage of stuff she has. And that big dog was trying to jump on that stuff and get to them dogs. And she had her baby and she had her little one, told her little one, run up, run, 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 run. Oh my God. I was like, this is crazy. You can't even walk on the sidewalk because the lady across the street, she's taking up quite a bit of the sidewalk with her carriage of carts of belongings that she has. And she's been there now about 48 hours. Um, I don't know if she's eating. I don't know. And I'm so kind hearted. I really want to go give her a plate. Um, it's crazy. I'm going to pray on that because I don't like to see nobody starving. Hmm. Anyways, y'all, it's late. I feel so tired. I don't know if you're tired. I don't know what time it is where you're at. Oh, I hear music. We can't be having no music, y'all. Hopefully, y'all didn't hear that music. Um, I don't know what time it is where y'all at, but where I'm at, it's about 11 o'clock in about 3 minutes. Um, but yeah, I think if she's still here in the morning, I'm probably gonna offer some water or something. Last time she came, it was Mother's Day weekend, and she came, I think, on that maybe that Friday of Mother's Day, maybe Thursday. But she stayed about 48 hours too. And then she left. So I think this is going on her third day tomorrow. I don't see how she does it. The buggies are very heavy. Mental health is real. Um, yeah, she's just pushing it back and forth up and down the street. She's got to be like 71 years old, 73 years old. It's it's sad. So, anyways, that's why I said I'll probably go offer her some water tomorrow because it's hot where I live at. See the bark, the dogs. They're on a tear. You might not hear them. They're on a tear in the back where I sleep at. Yes, you probably can hear that if I turn you up louder. It's crazy. Um, I really think it must be the wild animals, or they might be house dogs that have now been going outside. But for the last 3 weeks, it's been a bark a town, bark a lot, bark until I'm like, he's got to be thirsty as much as he barked a couple of days ago, all day long, all night long. He didn't take a breath. I said, there's no way he can keep barking like that. Is that a recording? Um, yeah, it's been quite challenging with the dogs barking around here. I probably got black eye. No sleep. Um, yeah. And I know my neighbor, my next door neighbor, he's an older guy, and he just got one of his toes. amputated, and I just know he ain't getting no sleep because it is bumping up against their house, I think. I, yeah, I feel sorry for him. Anyways, I'm going to pray for each and every one of us that we have a blessed week. Um, God bless y'all. Y'all be safe out here in these streets. Peace. Until I see you again. Remember, economy is kind of special right now. I ain't counting nobody pocketbooks. I just know me vending out here in the streets, it's getting a little special. So we can find items and things that are kind of inexpensive, cute, and still can be used. I like buying stuff that people can use on a daily basis and not just bought and thrown in a corner. So with that being said, I'm gone. On that note, I'm really truly gone. God bless y'all. Thank y'all for watching. You could have been anywhere in these streets and you checking out Shell Bell. Shell Bell so honored. She love you from the bottom of her heart. I'm gonna try to get that heart. I'm trying to get that heart. How you make that heart? You go down like this. Y'all got it. I love you. I love you. I love you. Love you. Love you. Peace out. I'm gone, y'all.